Hi everyone, this is a 20 minutes yoga class. We'll be working mainly on our core and strengthening our shoulders, so it's probably going to be a little bit hard and challenging, but let me know how it was and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started.
Come to the front of the mat to Tadasana. Legs can be either together or hip distance apart. Bring your hands to heart center. Set your intention to the practice. Breathe in and out from your nose. Connect to your breathing and to your body. Inhale, arms overhead, look up. Exhale with a flat back, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to planks, shoulders over wrists. Fold to chaturanga. And stay here for a sec, feel your core. Inhale to upper facing dog, open your chest, maybe look up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Press your palms firmly to the mat and your legs should be hip distance apart. Try with every exhale, maybe going deeper into the pose. If your hamstrings are feeling tight, it's okay to bend the knees. On the next inhale, come to the front of the mat to halfway lift. Straight back. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, arms overhead, look up. Exhale, Namaste, Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Maybe take a minor back bending. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. In chaturanga, you want to shift your weight into your hands. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, upper facing dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and out from your nose. Try to relax in this pose. If it's too much, you can always take child pose. And on the next inhale, come to the front of the mat to halfway lift. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, Samastiti Tadasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. Inhale, upper facing dog, open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. If it's possible in your practice, try to bring your heels to the mat. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands and rise up to warrior one. The back foot is 45 degrees ankle and your hips should be squared. Also bring your knee over your ankle. Maybe look up, feel your thigh, relax your shoulders, breathe. Bring your hands back to heart center, step back to plank. Stay in plank for a sec, feel your core, tuck your tailbone and bring your shoulders over your wrists. On the next exhale, take chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, press into the palms of your hands firmly to the mat. Lift the left leg high to the sky. Bend, bring the leg between the hands and rise up to warrior one. Square your hips, maybe look up. Relax your shoulders. Make sure that your knee is over your ankle and the back foot should be in 45 degrees ankle. You want a nice straight line in your heels. Exhale, step back to plank, stay in plank. Hold. Exhale, chaturanga, shift weight into the hands. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Relax. Maybe look into your navel. And now come onto your tippy toes and start to bring your legs towards your hands. Feeling your core here, and bring your feet as closer as you can to your hands, like you're going to rise up to handstand. So you want your shoulders over your wrists, and bring your legs as closer as you can to the legs. Rise up to chair, maybe look up, arms overhead. Lift the right leg off the mat, the right foot, and now the left foot. Hold and fold over your legs to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Now again, come onto your tippy toes and bring your feet as closer as you can to your hands. Feeling your core here and your shoulders. Try to look between your hands and bring your feet together. Rise up to chair. Try to shift weight into your heels and look at your toes. Feel your thighs burning here. Embrace it. And exhale, Namaste, Tadasana. Send your right leg back to lunge. Make sure that your knee is over your ankle, that your hips are squared. You can lower your right foot to the mat to lower lunge. Send your arms overhead, look up. And open to warrior two. Again, you want to open your right hip and make sure that your knee is over your ankle. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Relax. Catch your breath. And breathe. Again, come into your tippy toes and walk your legs towards your hands as closer as you can, and rise up to Samastiti Tadasana. Send your left leg back to lunge. Square your hips, bring your right knee over your ankle, swipe your hands overhead, fingertips are facing the wall, as the ceiling. Look up, relax your shoulders, open to warrior two. The back foot should be parallel to the mat. You should relax your shoulders, look over your right middle finger, and try to sink deeper into the pose by bending the front knee. Step back to plank, take chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a breath or two. And then we're going to take dolphin by bringing our elbows towards the mat. And start walking your legs towards your hands on your tippy toes. Try to bring your hip as much as you can over your shoulders. Maybe lift the right leg off the mat and lift the left leg. Feel your shoulders here. Press back to downward facing dog, but stay where you are so you're like short like a dog. Bring your right hand towards your left ankle and twist by opening your chest. And do the same to the left side. So try to pull your chest for a nice twist. Now we're gonna take forearm planks. So start from plank, bring your forearm to the mat, have your palms facing each other. Make sure that your shoulders are over your elbows and that your tailbone is tucked in. Feel your core, bring your feet together and lower your knees an inch above the mat. Feel your core here. Open your chest, tuck your tailbone. And now bring your feet wider than your mat. Bring the left foot over the right, square your chest forward. Feel the core. And now bring the right over the left and square your chest forward. Send your right foot to the outside of the mat. Bring your elbows an inch farther away and maybe a little bit farther. Feel your core. Start to come back to neutral and bring your feet together and send your hips down to Sphinx. Open your shoulders, relax your core, look forward. Breathe from your nose. Take a breath or two. And we're gonna take puppy pose. So bring your knees underneath your hips. Send your hips back and bring your chest down. Option one is to bring your forehead to the mat or your chin. Try to open your shoulders here. Option to stay here or to bring your feet off the mat towards your buttocks. Or another option is to interlace the fingers behind you and open your shoulders. Come back to tabletop, shoulders over wrists. We're gonna take a seated vinyasa. So bring your knees towards your hands and try to walk your legs between your hands to seated position. We're gonna work on our core. Lie flat on the mat, maybe hug your knees and take a breath or two to catch your breath. We're gonna work on our core, so we're gonna bring our legs up towards the ceiling to waterfall. Press your lower back into the mat and lower your legs halfway towards the floor and bring them back up. Now lower them to almost touch the floor and bring them back up. Lower the legs halfway and bring them back up. Lower the legs to almost touch the floor and bring them back up. Hook your thumbs, bring your chest up and hold. Feel your core. Bring your chest down. Now send your legs and your hands halfway towards the floor and bring them back up. Now send them both to almost touch the floor and bring them back up. Send them halfway and bring them back up and send them to almost touch the floor. Hold. Send your lower back towards the mat and rise up to Navasana. In Navasana, you can either be with your legs straight if it's possible or bend the knees and support them by your hands. On the inhalation, lower your legs and hands towards the floor, and on the exhalation, rise up to Navasana. Again, try to keep your back straight and open your chest and lower your legs and hands towards the floor again and rise up to Navasana. We're gonna do 2 more times. So lower your hands and legs towards the floor and with your core pull yourself up to Navasana. One last time. So exhalation, lower your hands and legs towards the floor and rise up. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Take a seated vinyasa. Pull yourself up and walk your legs between your feet. come to tabletop, and we're gonna work on our glutes now. So bring your forearms to the mat, like in kind of like in a X shape. The right leg and straighten it and bring it up and down 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. And change to the other side. I'm gonna switch so you have a better look on how to do it. Up and down the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Amazing. Come back to center. Come to tabletop position, and from there press to downward facing dog. Catch your breath. From here we're gonna do a nice arm balance by jumping our feet above our shoulders, and bring your shoulders underneath your knees as much as you can. From here, bring your hands to the outside of your feet and walk your feet towards each other. Maybe lift the right leg over the left and look forward. A nice transition here back to chaturanga is to try to straighten the legs and just go for it and see where it takes you. Lift your hips as higher as you can, bend the knees, and jump to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, exhale to downward facing dog. Catch your breath, relax. Inhale and exhale from your nose. And on the next exhale, you're gonna jump your feet again above your shoulders and try to bring your shoulders underneath your knees. And this time, try to sit on the mat without falling. We're gonna take turtle, so push your knees towards your arms as much as you can, and try to bring your chest as closer as you can to the floor. Slowly get out of this pose, and you can try again to take the transition back to chaturanga by lifting your legs up again, bringing your hips as higher as you can, and jump fast to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, exhale to downward facing dog. On the next exhale, jump your feet towards your hands and try to walk your hands between your legs between your hands and sit to Dandasana. Our toes are flexed, our knees are soft but engaged, and tuck your chin slightly. Breathe in and out from your nose, and when you're ready, start walking on the exhalation, your hands forward, and try to maintain a straight back. And if your head is close to your feet, you can fold over your legs and bring your head to your legs. Keep breathing and try to relax in this forward fold. Inhale, look up. And we're going to do a nice stretch. Bring to the quads, bring your right heel to your right buttock and lie flat on the mat. Maybe bring your hands overhead. Try to bring your lower back to touch the mat, so there will not be a space between your back to the mat. Slowly rise up and change size. So bring the left heel to the left buttock and lie flat on the mat. Feel your quads stretching. Maybe place your hands behind your head. And again, try to bring your back to the mat so there will be no space there. Slowly rise up. Come to a seated position. You can either be cross-legged, half lotus, or full lotus if it's in your practice. Connect to your breathing. In every inhalation, feel your chest expand, and in every exhalation, feel the air come out. We're gonna take a Gyan Mudra. So connect your thumb and index fingers. Place your palms up. Open your chest. Tuck your chin. And relax. Connect to your inner body. We're going to fold over our legs, so option to grab opposite elbows behind the back, or if it's in your practice, so grab the big toes and open your chest. On the exhalation, fold over your leg, melt into this pose, relax your neck, your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Feel how your chest opens in this pose and your hips, and slowly rise up. Bring your hands behind your back, open your chest, send your gaze back, look towards your nose, come back, and option, and I encourage everyone to lift yourself up from here and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Feel your core. 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone. It's time for Shavasana. Relax your mind, lie flat on the back, and relax your thoughts, your body, your muscles. Connect to your breathing and to your inner self. I will leave you here in Shavasana. Hope you enjoyed the class and looking forward to hear from you. Namaste.